Tell me timeline. Where the stuff has come from the past to current. Back in 1700, the Great Northern War begins. Coalition forces, including Russia, Denmark, Norway, and Saxony, challenged Swedish dominance in Northern Europe. On 1701, the Kingdom of Prussia is established, with Frederick I crowning himself king. The War of the Spanish Succession begins, drawing most European powers into a massive conflict over who will inherit the Spanish throne. English agriculturalist Jethro Tull invents the seed drill, marking an early breakthrough in the agricultural revolution. On 1702, Queen Anne ascends the British throne, beginning the Georgian era. On 1703, Russian Tsar Peter the Great founds the city of St. Petersburg, intended to be his window to Europe. On 1707, the Acts of Union are passed, legally uniting the kingdoms of England and Scotland into the Kingdom of Great Britain. The death of Emperor Aurangzeb signals the beginning of the decline of the Mughal Empire in India. On 1711, the Treaty of Brest concludes a brief conflict between the Ottoman Empire and Russia, forcing Russia to return the Black Sea port of Azov. On 1712, English inventor Thomas Newcomen builds the first commercially successful steam engine, revolutionizing mining and laying groundwork for the Industrial Revolution. On 1713, the Treaty of Utrecht is signed, bringing a conclusion to the War of the Spanish Succession and granting Britain significant territorial and trading advantages, including the Jacinto slave trade monopoly. On 1714, George I of the House of Hanover becomes King of Great Britain, establishing the Hanoverian dynasty. On 1715, Louis XIV of France dies after a 72-year reign, ushering in the Regency period and the rise of the Rococo cultural movement. The first major Jacobite rising breaks out in Scotland, attempting to restore the exiled Stuart claimant to the British throne. On 1718, the notorious English pirate Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is killed in battle off the coast of North Carolina by British naval forces. And on 1719, the Battle of Glenshiel takes place in Scotland, essentially ending a renewed and failed Jacobite uprising, backed by Spain. And that's all of the timeline.